The KJ-3000 is part of a larger effort by China to advance its military command, control, and situational awareness capabilities, especially in the context of long-range operations and high-tech warfare environments. The aircraft, still in development and not officially in service, is believed to be the most ambitious airborne early warning and control (AEW&C) platform China has pursued so far. It represents a significant leap in terms of platform design, mission endurance, radar capacity, and system integration. Fundamentally, AEW&C aircraft like the KJ-3000 serve as high-altitude command centers, extending the vision of a military far beyond what ground or sea-based radar systems can achieve. These platforms allow a nation's air force to detect and track aircraft, ships, and possibly even ballistic missiles at great distances. More than simple radar platforms, these aircraft also act as control nodes, directing friendly forces, relaying real-time tactical data, and coordinating multi-domain operations. The KJ-3000 builds on China's previous experience with AEW&C systems such as the KJ-200, KJ-500, and KJ-2000. Each of these models has limitations, either in endurance, radar range, payload, or overall system integration. In contrast, the KJ-3000 is being developed on the Y-20B platform, a strategic airlift aircraft that offers a wide fuselage, large payload capacity, and extended operational range. This allows designers to install larger, more powerful radar systems and electronic warfare suites, while also supporting longer airborne missions without the need for immediate refueling or landing. Another key element of the KJ-3000 is altitude performance. The Y-20B airframe reportedly enables flight at altitudes higher than previous Chinese AEW&C aircraft, which extends radar horizon and line-of-sight communications. In practical terms, the higher an AEW&C aircraft can fly, the further it can see over the Earth's curvature, making it more effective in wide-area surveillance and tracking roles. This high operating altitude also offers some degree of survivability against certain types of low-altitude or ground-based threats, although that alone is not enough to make the aircraft safe in high-threat zones. The radar system used in the KJ-3000 is believed to represent a departure from previous configurations. Rather than using a fixed radar array or the three-panel design seen in earlier models, this new platform appears to rely on a dual-panel active electronically scanned array (AESA) system housed within a rotodome. AESA technology enables faster scanning, greater target discrimination, better resistance to jamming, and the ability to track multiple targets simultaneously. The use of a new radar layout may offer performance enhancements, especially in cluttered or contested environments, though the full details remain unconfirmed. In addition to its main radar, the KJ-3000 reportedly includes multiple fuselage-mounted antenna arrays. These components are thought to serve additional functions such as side-looking radar coverage, signal interception, data relay, and potentially passive surveillance capabilities. Combined with its main systems, these additional sensors may provide the KJ-3000 with the ability to operate as a full-spectrum information warfare platform, not merely a radar truck. There is speculation that the aircraft could eventually serve as a battle manager for unmanned systems, swarms, or long-range strike platforms. That would mean it does more than observe and report. It would issue commands, guide munitions in flight, and direct forces across domains, all from an airborne position hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away from the front lines. That said, many of the more dramatic claims made in media reports or unofficial commentary, such as the ability to reliably track low observable aircraft at long ranges, remain unverified. There is often a tendency, particularly in state-affiliated narratives, to emphasize maximum projected capabilities rather than proven operational performance. Without open-source technical data, test results, or official performance figures, such claims should be treated as potential objectives rather than confirmed realities. The development timeline of the KJ-3000 has also been relatively opaque. While sightings and unofficial footage indicate that a prototype exists and flight testing has begun, there is no indication that the aircraft has been delivered to operational units or has undergone full-scale production. This suggests the platform is still undergoing evaluation, likely including systems calibration, radar testing, airframe stress assessment, and integration with China's broader military command infrastructure. Another dimension to consider is how this aircraft fits into China's strategic vision. The country is placing increasing emphasis on informationized and intelligentized warfare, terms that refer to warfare dominated by data networks, automation, and AI-supported decision-making. The KJ-3000, assuming it performs as designed, would be an enabler of these doctrines, providing not only surveillance but also contributing to the rapid distribution and processing of battlefield information. In modern military operations, especially those spanning large maritime regions, having a flying command post that can link various units in real time is crucial. However, there is also a legitimate debate about the survivability of such large and conspicuous platforms in a high-threat environment. AEW&C aircraft emit powerful signals that can make them easy to detect and track, particularly by adversaries equipped with long-range anti-air weapons or advanced electronic warfare systems. As a result, the value of such aircraft may be limited to scenarios where air superiority is already established or where the aircraft can remain far enough from hostile areas to avoid risk. This vulnerability has led some other military powers to question the long-term viability of large AEW&C platforms and to shift focus towards space-based surveillance and distributed sensor networks. In contrast, China appears to be continuing to invest in both traditional AEW&C and satellite-based surveillance at the same time, potentially as a way to hedge against limitations in either domain. Ultimately, the KJ-3000 is best viewed as a work in progress. It shows that China is committed to fielding advanced command and control assets with broader coverage, longer mission duration, and more powerful sensor suites. It likely builds on lessons learned from existing programs while also pushing into more complex technological territory. Until the aircraft completes testing, enters full-scale production, and is observed in active military exercises or deployments, it is impossible to draw final conclusions about its effectiveness. Still, its development alone points to China's continuing focus on gaining and maintaining an edge in military information systems and airspace coordination capabilities.